floor. For the visiting Golden State.
Welcome, everyone. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The post pair for them. It's Green and Looney. Stephen Curry's out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Kuminga in at the 3, the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at center. We can expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Edey gets the bucket.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Curry against Morant. Curry, that's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Hard to guard that. Morant really testing the limitations of his shooting there. But hey, he nailed it.
Now here's Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
Now, here's Butler. Looney kicks to Butler. Fires from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thank you, David. Clock at 6. Looney. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
How about that? Kevon Looney able to knock down the three-pointer, expanding his game.
Here's Morant. And then Morant rams it in.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now here's Curry to the middle. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. 1:52 left in the first quarter.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Curry. The Grizzlies making the shot. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 6 points.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Morant outside. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Kuminga, screen on Bain. Kuminga, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
It's Curry outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. There's a good screen. There's the drive. And Morant throws it down.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Morant will go to the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Grizzlies. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. The post pair for them. It's Green and Looney. Butler out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. Now here's Green. Still without a basket. The kick outside to Butler. Curry, a screen on Jackson. Here's Butler. In the paint, Butler.
I like Butler down low, fighting for points.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Now, here's Bain. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Curry against Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Curry wide open. Off target from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot. Bain with the steal. To the inside. Here's Heaney. Morant scanning the floor. Pass to Bain. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. And now a 12-point Memphis lead.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Now here's Butler. Will it go? Drills it from outside. Looney's got 6.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc Clark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Kept alive. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Looney in the right spot there. Good presence on the inside as he boxes the defense out and sends the ball right up.
Now here's Morant. He's got 20. Driving the lane and finished off by Morant.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that? Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
The three from Morant. Morant with another miss. Warriors trail by 9. Curry kicks to Kuminga. They kick it out to Green. Back to Kuminga from the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Kuminga's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying right back at you.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Morant. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Morant outside. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies headed to the bench with a 7-point lead. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court stop.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half, and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Brandon Clark is out there with Vince Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Wells. And it's Huff in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Driving inside. Here's Huff. Hits the jumper in space. Huff's got his first bucket in this one. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that. And Kennard saw the opening, got up there, and really threw it down.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 7. Pass to post. And there the Warriors now with another bucket. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Kennard against Payton. Here's Huff. Misses the 3. Warriors trail by 5. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Hield outside. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson Davis. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Huff. It's stolen by Hield. And it's the Warriors on the break. Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. Offensive rebound. Back to Payton. Here's Jackson Davis for the tie. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Jackson Davis has got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now, here's Kennard. Clark, a screen on Payton. Lobbed up there for Clark. Here's Jackson Davis. He's covered by Clark. Out to Payton. Here he goes. Pass to post. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Moody. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
There's the pick. Kennard for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, healed right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And Kennard really in straight attack mode there on the interior.
For Memphis, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
At the line for your
That free throw good from Kennard.
2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Jackson Davis. Back to Payton. Pass to Moody. Another shot. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Moody's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Kennard for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Kennard's got 6.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the 3-point shooting.
Payton drives in, and the dunk by Payton.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut it off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Now, here's Kennard. He has 6. To the wing on the left. Here's Huff. Clark. Here's Wells. Pass to Huff. Lets it go with the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And a deep 3 from Kennard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Kennard's got 9 points now in the quarter. Buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. The Warriors on top, up 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The post-pair forum. It's Green and Looney. Curry is out there with Butler. And it's Kuminga in its small forward. Morant against Butler. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Butler finds Looney. Jackson against Butler. Back to Looney. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Man, Looney is so long, gets up there and flushes it.
Morant against Butler. And that one's good. Morant.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Butler dishes to Green. And no good that time. Great D that time from Bain. Here's Morant. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player he'll afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Morant against Curry. Butler is screen on Morant. A floater. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Stephen Curry at the line for 2. The play is under review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The kick outside to Butler. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Morant outside. And then Morant grabs it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Butler. And the basket is good. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Edey over Green. Edey can't hit. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside, Green. Shoots the 3. It's tipped. Morant against Butler. Jackson has the open look. And he hits it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Curry. They kick it out to Green. Butler against Jackson. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Now, here's Morant for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got 8 rebounds in this game. Morant against Curry. 1:12 left in the 4th. Butler sets a screen for Curry. It's over Morant. Curry's shot is good.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
The 3 from Morant. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring to within 3.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Curry against Morant. Curry passes to Green. Great D that time from Bain. Now Morant.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that ties the game up.
Shaking his head moment there, had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Here's Heaney. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from the... Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Morant with it. The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. Jimmy Butler is out there with Curry. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward position. Morant outside with the drive. Shot clock at 5 with the shot. 80 can't hit. The Warriors shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Jackson against Kuminga. Good work there as it goes. Kuminga's got the first basket here in overtime for the Warriors.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of...
Here's Morant. Oh, hammering it in.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Kuminga, screen on Morant. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to a spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Here's Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 19 points. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Morant outside. Releases. Again, Memphis.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Outside Curry. Butler, a screen on Morant. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break and Morant. They get it back. Here's Jackson. It counts.
And that's a lesson for the league. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Curry. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And none better. Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Laces one from 3.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry looking it over. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Just 4 to shoot. They kick it out to Green. Here's Here's Kuminga. Can't get the three to fall. And Looney sends it back. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They escape with a victory. Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David...
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him
And thanks for tuning in to... K Sports. Here are the 5 for the Lakers. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Hayes in at the 5. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Gigi Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5. Now here's Doncic. Here's James. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Doncic against Morant. Doncic into the lane. And the layup is good off the glass.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees them.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. First quarter at about a minute and a half in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And it's Doncic missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Morant looking for an opening. Pass to Edey. Over Hayes. That one's wide left. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Doncic passes to James. Shoots over Morant. James can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. Over Vanderbilt. Jackson can't get it to go.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Pass to Edie. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Driving in. James outside. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Jackson against Doncic. Jackson down low. Doncic pulls down the board. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Hayes driving inside and finished off by Hayes.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Morant with it. 9 points in the game. The three. He can't get that one to fall. He knocks it down. Wait a minute.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
And again, they need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though. But to me,
and that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Los Angeles up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
you can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Jackson. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Marcus.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact, because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
The Lakers lead by 9. Here's Doncic into the lane. A strong move by Doncic.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
There's a screen. It's stolen by Doncic. Stolen by Jackson. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Outside Morant. Yes! A Morant three!
Once John Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Morant with the slam.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
James outside. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Oh, LeBron, just too much to handle inside.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Edey. Jackson, right side. Here's Edey. Nice move. Got a hand on it. Finney-Smith with it. He's picked up by Bane. Here's Hayes. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Bane. Jackson with a screen on Vanderbilt. Knocked loose. 56 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Lets it fly. Offensive board. Hey, shot's good. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Morant. Boom! Ja Morant!
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
James up top. Launches it. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has got 7 now in this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Morant. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Now Morant over James. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Los Angeles leading by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court set for live. They're measuring up the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Vince Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Wells in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Kennard against Reeves. Pass to Huff. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from outside.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Goes back up. Here's Hachimura. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Kennard. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. On target from range.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Reeves. Out to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. There's the screen by Lynn. 4-3, and it's Austin Reeves with the 3. Reeves has got 7 now in this quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And he gets that one. So it's Los Angeles now. Now here's Reeves. 7 points in the game. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul of the game. Kennard against Reeves. Pass to Goodwin. Back to Reeves. And here is Williams. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The Lakers lead by 15. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Reeves up top, defended by Kennard.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Kennard outside. Outside Reeves, down low. Len. Yep, that one goes. Len's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Kennard for 3. Len pulls it in. Len's got 4 rebounds now. Shot is good by Reeves. Reeves has got 9 points.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Kennard against Reeves. Kennard outside. Williams passes to Kennard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Austin Reeves picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Lakers lead by 19. Hachimura sets a screen. Here's Reeves, stolen by Kennard. Pass to Clark, fires the 3, connects from downtown. Clark's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Hachimura sets a screen. Reeves with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. And it's good for 2. Reeves has got 11 points here in the second half.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Reeves against Kennard. Pass to Huff. Here's the pick. Gets it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Morant with it. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis' ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Grizzlies trail by 18.
He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
Outside Morant. And there's a pick. Kicks it out to Jackson. Crafty move. It's tipped. James outside. Stolen by Jackson. The three from Bain. Here's Morant. Pass to Edie. And here's Bain. To the middle. 5 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Hayes with a screen on Morant. Doncic against Morant. Doncic, good.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Remaining of the game. 2 minutes.
James against Morant. Now Bain. And there's the screen. Up and over Doncic. They grab their own miss. Pass to Edie. Outside for Morant. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Lakers ball.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Doncic right side. Out to James. From deep. The rebound by Edie.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Lakers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
So when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Luka Doncic.
He ran things with precision. Great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots. Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
From deep, Morant sinks it. What range from downtown. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic against Morant. Hayes with a screen. And there's James from the arc. And Los Angeles, another three.
stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And here's Morant outside. The Lakers dominating the game. Doncic finds James. And it's James with the jam.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And here's Morant outside. Off on that one. So we see the Lakers taking the... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg.
given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the center, filling out the middle. Now Curry. After LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Green, no luck. Vanderbilt against Butler. Floats one, and he makes that one.
Jared Vanderbilt.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside Butler. There's the triple. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's an encouraging sign from Butler. He's a capable three-point shooter. He's just very selective.
Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Curry. LeBron up top, just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
RJ last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 1-on-1.
Here's Curry, following the three by the Lakers. Outside Butler. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Green with a screen on Vanderbilt. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the three ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Butler passes to Kuminga. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Butler with the steal. Inside, Vanderbilt with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Looney. And Hayes throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Butler. Down low. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Goes back up. And it's finished off by Vanderbilt as he lays it in. Vanderbilt's got 7 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's Butler. Clock at 4 to the paint. It's stolen. Doncic with it. Kuminga picks him up. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. 10 points for him.
Three-pointer.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Lakers.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively, where they are getting out and running.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the three by the Lakers. There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Kicks it out to LeBron. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. From down low. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Butler against Doncic. Butler dishes to Curry. Butler is screen on James. Curry. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
The post-pair forum. It's Green and Looney. Butler out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. But should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State. I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. Three-pointer. That one, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Butler against LeBron. Here's Finney Smith. Hasn't made one yet. A three-pointer off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Curry passes to Green. Now Looney. Outside Kuminga. Over Doncic. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's the teardrop. Here's Hayes. Nice work on the board. Paying off with the basket. Hayes has got 6 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Curry passes to Butler. Now, here's Looney. Curry kicks it to Looney. Over Hayes. The shot by Looney, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Doncic. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with them, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
The drive by Doncic. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
Scoring close in. Hield is more than just a three-point gunner.
Doncic against Payton. Doncic with the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pass to post. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Payton. Back to Jackson Davis. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Lakers ball.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Reeves against Payton. Reeves finds Hachimura. Plays it up off the glass. Hachimura's got his first points of the game.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And stolen by Payton. Unhindered, going all the way. And the slam by Moody.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Reeves with it. Still yet to score. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers controlling. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jared Vanderbilt, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So for the Lakers right now, Austin Reeves out there with Goodwin. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Len, and it's Kleba in at the 4 slot. Back to Hachimura. Len sets a screen for Hachimura. To the middle, trying to find Len. Gets it to him. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 19.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Hield with the bucket.
Comes right off the pick and knocks it down. Great use of the screen by Hield.
Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question. He is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Payton passes to Hield. Back to Payton. They kick out to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebounded by the Lakers. 22 is their biggest lead. Reeves the pass to Len. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Again, Los Angeles.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Outside, Payton. They kick out to Heel. Sinks the triple. Hield's got 10.
And that's what Hield is paid to do. Stretch the floor for this offense.
Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Reeves, defended by Moody. Good. Reeves has got 6 points in the quarter. Warriors trail by 18. Payton outside. There's a screen. Here's Moody. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Reeves against Payton. Reeves the pass to Len. And here is Hachimura. Reeves finds Kleba. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Golden State basketball.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Warriors trail by 12. And here is Moody. Here's Post. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. One is on Heel. I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before. Richard, do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
They set the pick. Pass to Moody. Four on the clock. And the slam by Moody.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Reeves against Payton. Reeves the pass to Len. Back to Reeves. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And as we end the third quarter, a double. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The post-pair forum. It's Green and Looney. Curry is out there with Butler. And it's Kuminga in at the 3. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Looney, and he converts the layup. Looney's got his first basket.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch because that's who's going to come away with this one.
James looking around. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
You know what he wants? He wants to attack, and then guess what? He wants to attack some more. This man was born to go to the rim.
Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Curry.
Impeccable touch from Steph.
LeBron up top, guarded by Green. James kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to James. From range, LeBron is good.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
James against Curry. Now Butler. Inside. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Los Angeles basketball.
Lakers leading by 13. Here's LeBron. LeBron steps it home.
Now, look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Curry against James. From deep. That one doesn't drop.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Out to Doncic. Launches it. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists in the game.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
It's good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Butler against Doncic. Going inside. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Doncic against Butler. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Butler finds Green. Back to Butler. There's the 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Butler.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
Lakers leading by 13. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. No one near James as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
It's stolen by Green, and up the court come the Warriors on the break. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
Green with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kuminga.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
A shot by Curry, no good. And here are the Lakers. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
backcourt stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. Butler taking his time here. The kick out, Curry. Over Morant. Curry, that's good.
Yeah, and mid-range Jays are no problem for Curry. Defenders can forget about his confidence from there, too.
Morant against Butler. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Off the mark there with a three. And here are the Warriors now. Pass to Green. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
Morant. Here's Edey. Outside Morant. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Morant's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
That shot wide open.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Outside Curry. From the wing. The rebound by Edey.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Poke loose. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. He shoots. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. PA?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Curry. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Just 5 to shoot. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Grizzlies lead by 4. Morant with it. Now guarded by Butler. Outside Morant. Uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Curry. On the take. Butler passes to Curry. The 3 ball. Memphis with a rebound. 1:25 left in the first quarter here. Here's Morant. Oh, he just jams it right over Stephen Curry.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA.
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
Here's Edey. He's scoreless, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Curry draws the double. Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Morant with it, and Looney picks him up defensively.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And Kuminga throws it down.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Morant with it. He's got 11. It's stolen by Kuminga. In transition, here come the Warriors. Pulls it. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Right side Bane. Three-pointer. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter is in the books. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Butler out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Now here's Curry. He has 6. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 9 points.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Now Morant. He's got 13. Morant using his speed and scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Curry. Over to the left wing. Pass to Green. This one for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Curry finds Looney. Curry against Jackson. Outside for Butler. 6 to shoot. Over Bane. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Back to Morant, the 17-footer. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Jackson against Butler. Curry, a screen on Jackson. Butler passes to Curry. Back to Butler from outside the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. They set the pick. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Kuminga from downtown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Curry against Morant. From behind the arc. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
To the inside. Outside for Moran. And Butler with the block.
An outstanding defender. Butler uses his size and length well to swat shots.
The Warriors leading. There's 37 seconds left in the half. They get the rebound. Curry finds Butler. Back to Curry. And stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Bane surveying the D. Back to Jackson. Pass to Bane. Jacks up a three. Hits the three-pointer. Bane's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Curry. It could go. No good on the buzzer beater. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Memphis ahead, up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
On the court for Memphis, Brandon Clark out there with Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Wells in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Huff. Fires from deep. The rebound by Post. The Warriors shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times. And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Now here's Moody. Yet to see a basket. Off with the layup. Memphis leading. Williams into the lane. Kicks it out to Kennard. All sorts of time. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Payton against Kennard. Moody on the wing. Back to Payton. Stolen by Kennard. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Ball's going up the court. Oh, Clark with the slam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Kennard against Payton. Outside Moody. Lets the three fly. Grizzlies with the rebound. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Warriors trail by 6. Now here's Payton. Healed for 3. Williams grabs the board.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that, it doesn't go down.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Now here's Kennard. Here's Huff. Outside, Williams. 3 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Huff can't get it to go. The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And, Coach, you look at Vince Williams. That 7-foot wingspan is a difference maker defensively.
It sure is, Brian. He disrupts a lot of offensive action, both on and off the ball, forcing turnovers and blocking shots.
Now here's Jackson Davis. Kennard passes to Huff. Takes a 3. Drills it from deep. Huff's got 5 now.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Payton attacking. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Post. To stop the run. Good as the jump shot falls. Post has gotten 4 this quarter. Grizzlies lead by 9. Kennard outside. Pass to Wells. There's a screen. Inside. Here's Huff. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here's Jackson Davis. No made baskets yet. Heel to the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Lets it go. Can't get it to drop.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
It'll count. No luck on that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a nice 9-point. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Stephen Curry is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Kuminga in at the 3, small forward. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Green. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Morant looking around. There's the drive. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Morant against Butler. Out left to the wing. Here's Edey. Green covering. Shot is up. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 9. Pass to Looney. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. To the paint. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Morant with it. Here's Edey. He's defended by Looney. Curry against Bane. Three-pointer. The the offensive rebound. Outside Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. Can't hit from in close. Warriors trail by 7. In transition, here come the Warriors. Here's Curry. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Edey. Shot on the wing. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got 4 rebounds now. Curry drives. Outside for Green. Out to the wing. Let's go with a 3. Outside Butler. Curry, a screen on Morant. And here's Butler outside. Buries it from 3.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best. Rising to a challenge and delivering for his team.
Outside Morant. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Warriors. Here's Looney. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got his 5th rebound in this one. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Morant. Clock at 4. Stop the drought. Morant with the slam!
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Now here's Curry. Kuminga with a screen on Morant. Here's Curry. Curry at the rim.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Morant against Butler. Outside Morant. Outside Bain. To the left side wing. Here's Edey. Outside for Morant. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Green with a screen on Morant. Curry's shot is off. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
From deep, Morant. No good that time. And so it's Memphis winning this one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and
Two kick and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Here we go. Jackson is out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5 spot. And for Los Angeles, up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is Drake Ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Doncic passes to LeBron. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They set the screen. And he drives in. And Morant throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Vanderbilt kicks to James. Hayes with the screen for James. From downtown, it's rebounded by Memphis. Morant passes to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant with the screen on LeBron. Jackson misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. LeBron kicks to Vanderbilt. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, to make it plain, LeBron just makes everybody around him better. Really takes a lot of pride in setting his guys up.
Here's Morant.
Oh, wow.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Morant. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Lakers leading by 4. Doncic passes to LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside Jackson lets it go from deep. The rebound by James.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. And it's Morant with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Morant with it. James defending. The Grizzlies with another miss. And the jump by LeBron.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Doncic. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Doncic really excels at keeping defenses off balance in the pick and rolls.
Morant against James. Fires for 3. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got 11.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And so it's... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Luka Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Here's Doncic. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Bain sets the screen for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And Doncic hits it to go.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees it.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis on defense, trailing by 4. Doncic dishes to LeBron. LeBron slashes inside, and James throws it down.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Bain, no good. Lakers leading by 6. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Morant kicks to Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Out to Morant. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic with the steal. The drive. Oh, epic move by LeBron.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Morant looking around. And then Morant slams it in.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Doncic against Morant. Bain with the steal.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jackson passes to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Jackson. Vanderbilt defending. Count it.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Doncic dishes to James. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeBron outside. Puts up a 3. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Morant's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Pass to Jackson. Takes a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. And here's James outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
So on the floor for Memphis, you've got Brandon Clark. Wells is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Williams. And it's Huff in at the 5. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Kennard with the ball. Clark a screen on Reeves. The shot's good from Kennard. And Clark on average free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20-25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Clark, the pass to Huff for the tie. Back to Clark. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Kennard. Rebounded by the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Reeves driving to the basket. Takes it off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Kennard for three. Len grabs the board. Lakers leading by 8. And here's Reeves outside. And the free ball is good. Reeves has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing. And also,
and you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Clark sets a screen for Kennard. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Clark for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Land's got his 4th rebound in this one. Reeves the pass to Len. Back to Reeves. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Pass to Huff to end the run. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Kennard against Reeves. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Clark, the pass to Huff. Stolen by Len. Now Reeves. He's got 13. There's 47 seconds left in the third. For 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Clark outside. This one for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Reeves. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 13. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Kennard for 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Wells. It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Back to LeBron. Up top, Doncic. Back to James. Edey with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 10. At the elbow, it's Bane. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Doncic, forcing his way inside. Doncic.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Here's Morant. Oh, my!
Wow!
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Jackson against Doncic. Jackson dishes to Morant. Private target there.
Watch out!
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Here's Doncic. And he lays it straight in. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's the screen. Pass to Edey. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Outside, Bane. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
And Morant throws it down.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch bells with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
And they got to bring the double team in.
Defensive foul.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Here's Morant. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make his man team special.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Morant kicks to Jackson. There's the pick. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within single digits. And so Jackson nails both of them. Here's Doncic. 1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hayes. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. And it's off from three-point range. The three from Morant buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Here's Doncic. Doncic explodes off the drive. What a slam!
It always seems like Doncic is playing with something to prove. Well, I tell you what, he's proving plenty tonight.
Here's Morant. Come on.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Doncic with a screen on Jackson. Got a piece of it. Morant with the steal.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Morant against LeBron. Now here's Morant. Into the lane. Oh, he's a high flyer.
Oh, look at that elevation and throw down. Oh!
Save that one. Boys, I'm going to want to see that a few times.
Oh, thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the fist. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat
and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach. All right, everyone. Like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
So the Lakers will get the first possession here. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Jimmy Butler out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Kuminga in at small forward. Now, here is James. And there is the whistle. That'll go on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Looney.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Here's Curry. And a nice finish on the layup.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
Here's Hayes. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it's hammered home by Green.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And so it's Golden State with it. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. They set the screen. Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Forward size with guard handles. Butler showing us how he can manipulate the ball there.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Green against James. Over Green, and the Lakers tack on two more.
LeBron patient there, keeping the defense guessing, maybe mixing up their coverages on the back end. Makes him very unpredictable in the pick and roll set.
Butler, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
And the shot goes. Butler's got 6.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Inside. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Green, 4 on the clock. And here's Butler outside. His first miss. 3 for 4 in this contest now. To the wing on the left. Back to Doncic. To the inside. James. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Warriors trail by 3. Throws it up high. And it's hammered home by Green.
Man, is Draymond Green out there playing with a watch? What timing on that alley-oop.
Hayes, the pass to James. No good with the triple. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. To the left wing. Outside Curry from the arc. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Finney Smith passes to Hayes. James against Green. Back to Hayes. Hit stolen by Kuminga. Pass to Looney. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Kuminga. The ball's knocked loose. Butler taking his time here. Down low. And it's hammered home by Green.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
James, a screen on Butler. Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. And no good. The dry spell continues. Pass to Butler. There's the triple. The shot comes out. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The Warriors on top. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Stephen Curry is out there with Butler, and it's Kuminga in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Doncic outside to the middle. Ooh, hard finish from LeBron.
And another great performance here from LeBron on the offensive end. Man, that is the norm.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Screen by James. Doncic with it. Green picks him up. Doncic passes to James. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
It's James on the wing. Green covering. Outside, Finney Smith. Pass to Hayes. Oh, he tries a 3. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 4. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Lakers with possession here. Finney Smith's shot is off. Hayes against Kuminga. To the wing, right side. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
So much attention on Steph. That really opens up the floor.
Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Now here's Curry. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Doncic against Butler. The kick out, Curry. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
James against Green. James, that's good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Looney, still without a bucket. There's a screen by Kuminga. Over Vanderbilt. It's Hayes with the rebound. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Outside, Finney-Smith. James, a screen on Curry. Lets it go from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. Goes up on the wing. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Great execution. Steph just ripping the defense right now to shreds. What a great screen and roll action that was.
James, a screen on Butler. James, outside. Physical play by LeBron inside.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles making a change here. Len's checked in. James against Curry. Pass to Butler. Now here's Looney. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And Kuminga throws it down.
This is how you execute in transition, getting all the way to the cup.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Outside Butler. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, up 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
We've got Maxi Kleba. Rui Hachimura is out there with Alex Len. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Jackson Davis.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a one-point game. Launches a three. And the three-pointer goes. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Payton passes to Hield. Pass to Moody. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Len pulls it in. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Hachimura. Here's Len. No good with the elbow jumper. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Payton. No points so far. And yep, it's good. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Hachimura with a screen on Payton. Here's Reeves. Soft touch off the glass. Reeves has got 5 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to post. Out to the right wing. Tipped away. Kleba with a steal. Reeves against Payton. There's a screen by Len. Inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now you got to set up a quality screen, and right there Alex Len does a great job, rolls with purpose in that pick and roll.
They set a pick. Payton with it, picked up by Reeves. Pass to post. Back to Payton. Now Hield. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Buddy Hield, used to him shooting, that time soaring.
2 minutes remaining.
Hield against Reeves.
2 minutes.
To the inside. Here's Len. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Warriors trailing. Hield for 3. Drops in the 3. He's got 5.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Doubled by Payton. Pass to Hachimura. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And here comes the break. Here's Payton. Here's Jackson Davis. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Tries again. The Lakers with a rebound. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Down low. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Reeves.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
The Warriors leading. Outside Payton. Pass to Hield. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 5 on the clock. That one's good for 2. Hield's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, tricky there on that play as Hield had the soft floater that trickled in.
Here's Reeves going inside. Now Hachimura. Back to Reeves to halt the run. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Warriors lead by 3. Pass to Jackson Davis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he drops the first.
At the line for the Warriors.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Lakers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. Back to Hachimura. Hachimura sets a screen. From deep, Reeves. Can't hit that one. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Warriors ahead. They lead by 4. And we're coming right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. They've got Buddy Hield, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Gary Payton II, and it's Post in at the 5. Here's James, and slam dunk by James.
And the defense make it too easy for LeBron James. Can't let him get that close.
Curry, a screen on Doncic. Here's Butler. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. James outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got 25 points in the game.
LeBron's shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Pass to Butler. The 3. Oh, Butler with the confidence from the perimeter.
I love how competitive Jimmy Butler is. You know he's not going to let the opposition get the best of him.
James, a screen on Butler. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to James. To take the lead. And Los Angeles, another 3. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Butler, ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Curry against James. To the paint. Here's Butler, the kick out, Curry. Pass to Green. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's James. Drives to the hoop. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands. So capable in those moments.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Butler. Kuminga with it. Now Doncic defending. The shot by Butler, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Yes, sir! LeBron James!
LeBron gets behind the eyes of the defense for the highlight reel, James.
Outside Curry. Outside Butler. It's stolen by Doncic. And it's the Lakers on the break. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
So much attention on James. He's able to get it to a teammate. That's a great look.
Pass to Curry. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Lakers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for LeBron James.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving them.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. James against Curry. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Golden State ball.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie.